What's happening, people, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started, I just want to say I've seen fans online using Diogo Jota's death as a mitigating factor in this horrendous and shocking season we're having. I think it's a scumbag move. I think it's bang out of order. This energy wasn't here at the start of the season when we were winning games. He's always getting brought up every time we're losing games, and it's just fucking vile behaviour in my eyes. I thought I'd just get that in there. But moving on to some transfer news. Liverpool are in negotiations with Adam Wharton. They want him, and there has been contact between the parties. He prefers to stay in the Premier League. Adam Wharton, he's been linked with us now, hasn't he, for about just over a year now. Um, I think he's a really, really good player. I'd be happy if we brought him in, only on the conditions is if we brought another midfielder in. I think the problems we're having in midfield this season, I just don't think he changes it if it's just him. I think he lacks athleticism, he lacks pace, and nothing's just going to change in our midfield. We're still going to get run through. But his ball playing ability and his passing ability is elite. He's probably one of the best passers in the Premier League. But would he work with McAllister? Certainly not. Would he work with Gravenberch? I don't think he would. In games where we're going to have, like, say, 65-70% of the ball, then yes, but through the whole season I just don't think he's just going to work with Grav. In my eyes, if we're going to bring him in, it has to be Amin Kamara type of player, or Sangare from Lens type of player. And I think the fee was about 16 million, I think, which is, and he's homegrown as well. We're lacking that homegrown quota. So yeah, people leave your thoughts on Adam Wharton. Do we need to bring in another midfielder, or are you happy with him coming in on his own? Moving on to another piece of transfer news. Barry Barcola is concerned about his lack of minutes in top games, which could leave him seeking a move away from PSG. Now we've been linked for the last 6 months. We were linked in January. Mind you, no, we were linked going back into the summer, actually. Which Barry Barcola is probably the best option out there who's available in the transfer market. Because the likes of Elise, he's not on the market. Kvaratskhelia, he's not on the market. So I think he's just a player below that category of the world-class players. I think he's below it. I really do think he's a brilliant player, and I'd be very, very, very happy if we brought him in. But where is he going to play? Is he going to play on the left, or is he going to play on the right? Because if Gakpo stays, and Gakpo's not going to get used as the backup striker, because I can see he's out till January. I can't see Barcola coming in playing on the left, just because I can't see Rio getting less minutes than this season, and Rio's just gonna go to their choice. I see people say play Rio on the right. Rio's not really that good on the right. You're limiting his game and his style. But if you got rid of Gakpo, or use Gakpo as a backup striker until Eki comes back, then Barcola and Rio are both fighting for the left hand side. That'd be one of the best left winger combinations in the Premier League. But Bradley Barcola, it's someone who to keep an eye out, because I do think there's some legs in that. There's another one which I'm not really happy about. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United are interested in Jarrod Bowen as rival club prepared to capitalise on West Ham's financial problems by targeting the best players, which I've seen rumours, I don't know whether it's true or not, it's just something I've seen, that if West Ham get relegated, they need a time make up at £100 million or something. But Jarrod Bowen's on a list, and Jarrod Bowen to replace Mo Salah would be absolutely suicidal in my eyes. Jarrod Bowen is not a top 6 player. He's a good player and he'd be a good backup player. But for him to replace Mo Salah would be criminal. I think he doesn't get into no top 6 team. I think he's probably Brighton standards, like a Minter replacement, because he was linked with, we were linked with Minter and stuff like that. So if Minter left, I think he's like a Brighton type of signing. But for me, Jarrod Bowen as the Salah replacements, it's disgusting to me that it doesn't seem right. We need to aim a lot higher, and especially this season we're having, we can't be bringing Jarrod Bowen in to replace Mo Salah. But he is a good player. I think he's got 21 goals and assists this season. But I've seen online West Ham fans have been critical of him this season. He's their captain and he hasn't been playing or showing as a captain on the pitch when he's fighting relegation. So this one's a tricky one for me. I wouldn't mind him as a backup if we brought say a Diamande in and a Bowen for the right, then I'd be happy with Bowen, but as a Mo Salah replacement, definitely not. And I just want to speak to you about the right back position, because I think it's an area we need to invest in the summer. Conor Bradley's out till January, and Jeremy Frimpong, he's not a natural right back, and if I had it my way, we should cash in on Jeremy Frimpong and just let bygones be bygones. I just don't think he suits what we're looking for. I think in a back 3 or in a back 5 we thrive under a manager who plays that way of football, like Alonso or like De Zerbi, that type of manager and that type of play style. But the right back is very concerning with these. I'll bring another video out about Joe Gomez soon. He could be off, with he's only got a year left in his contract, and with Bradley and he's only Frimpong, and the way we're looking to play is inverting fullbacks. So I was just thinking, would you if we brought in 2 midfielders and use Szoboszlai as a right back, like Tottenham do with like Archie Gray, or just want a natural right back in, someone like he's a player. I think he's on loan. He's on loan from Atlanta, and I think he plays for Bologna. Apparently he's highly scouted by us, I just can't remember his name. Or just want a stopgap until someone who's like at that level to come in. Say if West Ham get relegated, someone like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we could get him for like 5 million just for the stopgap for the season and spend the money on the wingers and midfielders. or would you just want to go all out and pay 30 to 40 million for a proper right back? I'm in two minds. I wouldn't mind Soboslai filling in at right back next season and spending money in the midfield and the winger areas rather than just getting two wingers and a right back. I'd rather just get a stopgap and get three wingers and two midfielders. I'm just stuck in two minds. One minute I'm like, yeah, just play Sobo, and then in another I'm like, nah, we actually need a right back. But we know how FSG operate. If we sign a right back for 30 to 40 million, you know we're only going to get two wingers, we're not going to get that third winger we need. So I'm stuck in two minds, but I thought I'd just bring some news and cheers, but leave in the comments, would you have a stopgap or would you go big on a right back in the summer? And that's it, people. If you can like and subscribe, it'd be much appreciated, and I'll see you again soon. Up the fucking Redmen.